Welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I hope you're well. Make sure you smash a like on this video and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new and get in the comment section on today's topic about Wrexham interested in the young Liverpool defender Owen Beck, but there is a potential hijack in this transfer. Rangers up in the SPL are looking to come in and make a transfer bid for this player, whereas Wrexham are more interested in a loan deal. There's quite an interesting link in this one as well, because a very famous Welsh footballer is actually related to Owen Beck. So we're going to get into that one. But before I do go on, this is your home of Wrexham Transfer News. Make sure you are locked in, turn that notification bell on so you do not miss any of the news that is coming through this summer in terms of Wrexham transfers. So without further ado, let's get into Owen Beck and the transfer story and news that is being presented to us today. So here it is. And this is where the article is quite interesting because it gives it away straight away about who it is. It says, Wrexham plot move for Ian Rush's great nephew with in-demand Liverpool youngster part of ambitious summer transfer plan. Boss. So Ian Rush's great nephew. Well, he's got to have good genetics then, hasn't he, if he's coming from Ian Rush. And of course, that is something that, always has that nice touch to it. When you see an ex-great footballer have another family member come through, there's always that hype and excitement about him. But what is impressive about Owen Beck is that not only is he obviously a Liverpool youngster academy graduate, but he's had good experience now in a few leagues, and one of those leagues being in the Championship last season. As you can see here from the article, it says the following. Wrexham are planning a loan move for Liverpool youngster Owen Beck this summer as part of an ambitious summer transfer plan. Beck impressed last season in the Championship on loan at Blackburn Rovers, making 24 league appearances, scoring once. Well, he is a defender, so we're not really looking at the goals. Liverpool have been inundated with queries regarding Beck's availability, and Mail Sports understands that there are multiple Premier League clubs as well as teams in the Championship in Scotland keen to take him. Okay, we're not messing here. This guy is a big deal in terms of pull and interest. And one thing it is for sure is that what Wrexham are looking for is a loan deal, whereas some other clubs are potentially looking for a transfer. Now, it's all down to Liverpool to see what they may do and how they feel about it. Remember that left back position, which is where Owen Beck plays. There is some interest in it because Andy Robertson, the current number one left back at Liverpool, potentially is looking at a transfer move to Atletico Madrid in La Liga, which then would leave Liverpool short in that position with only Kostas Tsimikas as the other option. And whether Owen Beck is ready to step up and be a deputy to Kostas Tsimikas or Kirkes, of course, signing as well for Liverpool, and whether they move one on, there is that idea that is Arne Slot willing to have a look at Owen Beck this pre-season, or is he simply someone that Liverpool will look to move on and cash in on? And that is the big question. So how can Wrexham go about this? Other teams who are interested in Owen Beck, who Wrexham would be competing against, as I said, not just Rangers, Sheffield United are one of those who have also lodged an interest, and the Blades are also keen on fellow Liverpool youngster Lewis Kumas. So Sheffield United, Wrexham, and Rangers are the reported teams. But look, it says the expectation around Anfield is that Beck will form part of Arne Slot's plan for pre-season. So unless something concrete happens and quickly, it looks like Beck has really cemented himself in the position of Arne Slot's thought market. But look, what is clear with Wrexham is that, because, first and foremost, he is Ian Rush's great nephew, Ian Rush's great uncle, and Ian Rush has played in North Wales. It would be nice to bring him back. Parky has also gone on to say, and I'll show you the quote here now from Parky, so you're aware of what Parky sort of said about the loan market. Parky has said this. He said, the loan market is something we are looking at. Wrexham boss Phil Parkinson told The Athletic last month. It's all about touching base with the Premier League loan managers, making sure we have an understanding of who could become available. A lot of those players who loan spells have 24-25 have now ended will probably go back and start pre-season with other clubs because managers like numbers around them for pre-season games. We can probably attract a better caliber of player than we'd be able to do in the past. Massive. Absolutely massive news. So what Parky is saying is that Wrexham are going to have to probably be patient. They're probably going to have to bide their time a little bit if they are after these young Premier League loanees. And what he is sort of saying is that when managers are on pre-season, they like big squads. The reason for that is the training sessions. They want to do full-size 11v11 games, 22 players there, plus the extra. Plus also it's a chance to rotate minutes in the friendlies and make sure players aren't being burnt out too early on. But finally, there's always that one youngster who impresses so much in pre-season that a Premier League manager will go, we need to give him a chance. We need to give him a chance. So I'm sat here thinking Owen Beck to Wrexham is a possibility of a loan deal if someone like Sheffield United and if someone like Rangers don't come in with a substantial offer that is a transfer as opposed to a loan. One concern, though, about Owen Beck, potentially his injury record. Have a look at this. As you can see here for Blackburn, although he amassed 20 plus appearances, you can see that he missed a majority of the back end of the season, and this was with a hamstring injury. Those games in red are the games that he missed. So in the last sort of, from game week 32 to game week 46, so in 14 game weeks, Owen Beck only made one appearance in his last 14 game weeks, and it was a hamstring injury. Now, again, Wrexham need to be sure that if they're signing a player like Owen Beck on loan, that this is not a recurring theme. And why? Because it would be such a waste of a loan move. You do not want to sign a player on loan who's got this niggling injury and it's not been sorted. So the rumours were that Owen Beck has gone back to, or did go back to Liverpool to receive treatment. And Owen Beck was certainly one of those players that they had to rehabilitate. But as I said, this move could be potentially hijacked. And as the story came in here, the hijack could come from Rangers. Exclusive. Rangers closing in on completing the signing of Liverpool Academy graduate Owen Beck. And this is from James Williams, who is an independent journalist. Now, again, Rangers, Russell Martin, 5 million apparently is the rumour. You can see someone commenting here saying, I'd rather let him go on loan to Wrexham. And look, why is it interesting with Owen Beck as well? He's also played in Scotland for Dundee, as you can see here. Interesting, he's very good at Dundee. What sort of fee do you think Liverpool are looking at? And with experience in the Scottish Premier League, and of course Owen Beck knowing the league, he may fancy the challenge at Rangers. What does that entice in that Wrexham don't? The difference in Rangers is they have European football, which is a massive plus for a player like Owen Beck to develop as a player. Second of all, Russell Martin, a new manager, a new chance to stamp himself. And notoriously, fullbacks do quite well at Rangers. You look at James Tavernier's career, look at Boran Barisic. Players have done extremely well playing up north in Scotland and then going on and revitalising their career again. So lots of decisions to weigh up, lots of decisions to be had. And I think if Wrexham want Owen Beck, they're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to hope these bids from Rangers and other clubs fell through. And if he is still part of Arne Slot's pre-season, then after that pre-season, Wrexham could come in and make him one of their own on loan. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. If you have seen this player, let me know. Liverpool fans, if you're watching us, let me know your thoughts on this one. And of course, Rangers fans, are you keen for Owen Beck? Be keen to know your thoughts on this one. People, big up. Make sure you smash the like button, get in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel. We want to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers ASAP, and you guys can help make that happen. So thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the video. I'm out of here. Ta-da.